Does the Canon EOS R6 Mark III actually come with eye-controlled autofocus, the same viewfinder found in the Canon EOS R5 Mark II? A source comes forward saying yes. We also have more information on the video modes offered by the R6 Mark III, 7K RAW DCI OpenGate, DCI UHD 4K, 12-bit audio, and more. Click subscribe and we'll get right to it. Hi, I'm Simon, your overworked photographic news presenter, bringing you the latest news and rumors from all those news and rumor sites, patent applications, pro forums, and viewer emails, and, well, other sources of information. A previous source had told us that from hand-holding the R6 Mark III, that the viewfinder didn't look any different to the Mark II. But we have another source coming forward telling us we're being told that the Canon EOS R6 Mark III has eye-controlled autofocus. I know a lot of people who hate eye-controlled autofocus as it doesn't work well and even messes them up a bunch. It's not completely uncommon that wires get crossed as leaked information passes from one source to another. And when it comes to eye-controlled autofocus, either way, I don't really think it's a big issue. If you don't like it, leave it off and no issues. I've tried it myself and it didn't work for me, so no biggie. But now for the detailed video and audio specs. And they are a little bit detailed. Let's start off with OpenGate. OpenGate is available in 7:2 aspect ratio 7K RAW, 7K MP4, and proxy Full HD, that's 1920 by 1080. Now, RAW video is offered in 7K DCI 17:9, which is slightly wider than UHD. It's important to note that if they're giving us DCI, we also have the option of UHD. I've never seen Canon give us DCI and not UHD, but if you get UHD, you don't get DCI, if that makes sense. Now, RAW is also offered in OpenGate 3:2, as we just mentioned. Now, 7K RAW is available in 12-bit for very rich color and grading flexibility, and audio can be captured in linear PCM, that's uncompressed, or in AAC. Now, time-lapse, well, that's available in 4K and 1920 by 1080. And now for all the 4K options. In MP4, we can choose 4K DCI 4096 by 2160 17:9, or 4K UHD 3840 by 2160 16:9. In 2K DCI, that's 2048 by 1080 17:9, and in Full HD, that's 1920 by 1080 16:9. We can also choose H.265 and AVC in 4K, 2K, and Full HD. Now, these options are likely going to be offered in the menus as XF-AVC and XF-HEVC, respectively. That's just how Canon does things, as they're using a more industrial, industry standard cinema notations. And we have many more modes here than were offered with the original R6 back in 2020. And it's really good to see these features, to get these detailed ideas of what the video capabilities are. I told you a couple of weeks ago that the R6 Mark III, the big upgrades really comes in video. I'm also happy to finally see CF Express Type B coming to the R6 Mark III. However, time to chill a little bit here. We're still a few weeks away, and while we and others have received a lot of leaked information, a lot of leaked specifications, photos, and alike, anything can change between now and then. The announcement will take place on November the 6th at midnight Toronto and New York time. That's 2 p.m. Japanese local time and 6 a.m. London time. Now, as much as I appreciate the tip on the announcement time, I've seen Canon change this before. Actually, with the R6 Mark II, we had planned it for, I think it was a noonday announcement or a 10 a.m. announcement, and they actually brought it back till, guess what? A midnight announcement or 11 p.m. announcement. Oh, let me just check on this. Let's not, now I can save that to later. That's probably spam. You never know. I'm getting information coming in all the time. Emails, text. I can't even remember how I'm getting it. Emails? How do I get it? So it's emails, texts. Well, that's kind of it. Different combinations of that using different... I was going to start naming applications, but I didn't want to get into that. Anyhow, stay tuned as we get a better picture of what the R6 Mark III is going to be closer to the date, but things appear to be firming up nicely. And if you've got some information to share with our viewers, something that we've either gotten wrong or omitted, please email me at simonDyates@gmail.com. And as we get closer to Black Friday, we're starting to see the best prices of the year for Canon, Nikon, Panasonic, and now Sony. Sony's actually offering $700 off the A7 IV. And of course, when it comes to Canon and Nikon, we're seeing sales of up to $300 already on some lenses, such as, was it 24 to 70 from Canon. So seeing some really great deals. And please consider using my affiliate links to B&H and Adorama in the United States, Wex Photo and Video in the United Kingdom, and Photokoch in Europe. Thank you so much for your help. For each purchase, we get a small commission, helping to keep the lights on. Key light, fill light, and all these little guys behind me. It means an awful lot to me. And what it allows me to do by using affiliate links is I don't have to sign up for sponsorships for services like Squarespace and VPN. And there's nothing wrong with those companies. They offer good products. But in every video, to have a 1 minute, after I do my introduction, to have a 1 minute sponsorship, I think it really takes away from the content. And I really don't want to do that. So thank you so much for watching, for using my affiliate links. And I'll be back again soon. Most likely, you know what? I'm going to be here tomorrow with another video. Things are changing. Things are happening all the time. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye now. As I was finishing up my edits for this video, an email came through. I got an update from the first source that had this camera in their hands that said there was no visible difference between, or discernible difference between, the EVF on the R5 Mark II and the R5 Mark III. Well, I reached out to that person earlier and asked them if they could provide me with any more information. And, well, here's what that source had to say. In the short time that I had it in my hands, I didn't notice that the R6 III had eye-controlled autofocus. It's also true that if you don't go into the menu, the eye-controlled autofocus isn't easily discernible with the naked eye. And this is an example of how very fluid things can be. Now, I'm sure as we get closer, we'll get more detail with more accuracy, although a lot has already leaked out. Again, thanks to all my sources, this channel would not be where it is today without you. And thanks to you at home watching this channel. It's very much appreciated. This is one of those, I shot the video several hours ago, and it's currently just a few minutes before 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I was just finishing up my video. I was finishing up the edits for the video. I was getting ready to upload it and saw the email. And I had to put this in there because it was related to what I said earlier in the video. So now I just have to go ahead and put this in there, probably another 5 or 10 minutes of effort. And then I'm going to go upstairs, sit down in the lazy boy, and watch Game 2 of the World Series, where the Toronto Blue Jays are actually doing quite well. I was in the United States in college when they won the World Series back in 1992. It was an incredible time, an incredible year, and everything was just crazy. And then the next year, I think it was the Atlanta Braves. So just a pitching, or not a pitching, a hitting game in the first World Series, and then the second World Series, they won it on pitching. Just really incredible for somebody who's in their early 20s. But now, some 30 years later, I'm watching it as an old man, and I gotta say, the stress, it's something else. But they're looking, you know, if they lose the World Series, I still think they're one of the best teams in baseball at this point. They have performed incredibly well, so that's what I'm going to spend the rest of my evening doing, is watching baseball. And by the time you're watching this video, the score will already be decided. Will the series be tied 1-1, or will the Jays have a 2-0 lead? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, guys. It's very much appreciated, for subscribing, for commenting, for using my affiliate links. You have no idea how much that means to me. And if you happen to be showing up at Profusion on November the 6th in Toronto, if you see me, come up to me and say hi. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon tomorrow. Cheers. Bye-bye now.